Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this video we're going to talk about how to open and deal with files with PHP. So first of all, to open a file using PHP, we use the function fopen. Here there is the list of things that we're going to cover. Anyway, fopen accepts two parameters. The file which you want to open, and then the mode with which you want to open the file with. Okay, so there are multiple modes to open a file. We have a table here, and we are going to discuss it now. Anyway, the most important are R, W, A, and that's it. Even X is worth mentioning. The last two, no, they are quite useless. I never use it in my life. Anyway, let's start. R, open for reading only. So you just open the file to read. You cannot edit. W, open for writing only. And since it places the file pointer at the beginning of the file and it truncates the file, what does it mean? It means that it opens the file for writing and it erases the file. So if there was a content, there isn't anymore, but only the content you will put inside will be inside the file. Okay, and if the file doesn't exist, it creates it with write. With read, no. Then there is this R plus and W plus. R plus, it opens for reading and writing, and it opens for reading and writing, but it doesn't create the file if it doesn't exist, and it doesn't even erase the file, I think. Okay, anyway, this is the difference. R plus is reading writing, and W plus is writing reading. So you can even it has the same behavior as W. It creates the file if it doesn't exist. It erases the file, but you can even read it. This is the difference between R plus and W plus. Then there is A, which stands for append, is for writing only. If the file doesn't exist, it creates it, but it doesn't erase the file. So you can if there was a content, it respects the content and put what you want to put inside the file after the content. A plus, very simply, it allows you even to read. Then X, it creates a file for only writing and place the pointer at the beginning. If the file already exists, the function fails. So and creates a warning. What does it mean? That X really creates the file. If you attempt to use X on a file that already existed, there will be an error. So it's just for creating file and editing. If you use X plus, you can even reading and writing. Anyway, what you're going to use in a normal life is really just R, W, and A. In some special cases, you will maybe use X, but to be frank, I don't think so. Okay, so now let's start seeing some code. First of all, I have a text here, note.txt, which we will refer to. So we create a reference, and this is the reference to the file, no? And we have reference to the file fopen curly brackets dollar dollar file, which we have to send it equal to. I'm taking one step forward, sorry. Okay, so before I should write dollar file equal to note.txt. Okay, now we are fine, and just to keep it simple and to write. You could even write a not.txt here, of course. And since on writing mode, on reading mode, it only reads a file that exists, we want to add a conditional check. We add an if statement, if file / exists with the s at last, $/file. Then we have our curly bracket. We use this, we open the file, $ref f open, and okay, and else um, else we echo file doesn't exist. So in this way we are opening the file. If the file is not opened, at least we will see it on the screen, because otherwise we wouldn't have any way to really see, to check if what we did is working. Okay, now let me open the file. As you can see, the page is blank, which is a good sign because it means that the file exists and is opened now. But of course, nothing appears on the screen because we just opened the file, we didn't read it or something else. Okay, so now it's opened on read mode. If I come here and I change the name of the variable, save, and come back, as you can see, file doesn't exist comes on the screen. So this is to confirm that what I'm doing is correct. Okay. Second thing that has made me freak out is I created actually another text. This was note.txt, which I placed it. I just took the table from the manual, and actually then I have to create another one with the same but without special characters. I'm going to use this one because if you use special characters like this at the beginning or other special characters, it might cause troubles and read your file as empty. I don't want to talk about this moreover, but it's important that you know that if you are facing problem to reading the file like we are going to do it now, then probably there are troubles with your txt. Anyway, let's just move on with our code and really use one of the functionality that we have to read the file. The first one, actually, okay, let's start with how to read a file. So the code is the same, almost the same. We have our if check condition. We are going to use this other code, this other text, and we are going to add here $content is equal to our function fread dollar. In this case, here you have to place the dollar fread accepts two parameters: the file you want to read and how much of the length of the file you want to read. You don't have to take dollar, in this case $file. You don't have to take the name of the file. This is only the name of the file. You need to take the reference of the file, so the file itself. Here you don't have to place $file. You need to place $ref, and then the file size that you want, which I think it can be an integer or as well as a string with a number. File size, and then we have to echo $content, and then and then before we launch it, we need to close a file, which is very simple, but yes, it's worth mentioning. It's called fclose, and then we close $file. Okay, let's see. I saved. Fclose argument. Okay, fine. I made the mistake that I said. So it's not $file, but it's $reference. Okay. And as you see, it's showing us the first 6 letters of our text. It shows us the first 6 letters of our text, which is what we wanted. But of course, generally you want to open the full text, and now we will see how to do it. Little thing I want to show you even, as I said, there was this special characters in front of note.txt that was made me freak out for an hour, and so I want to show you. If now we do the same with node.txt, same code, okay. Now we come here, and actually is not showing us anything. The reason why is that it's recognizing my piece of text as empty because of the special characters. Just to let you know, in case you find the same trouble, you are prepared. Now let's return here. Okay, ren.txt safe. How to display the whole size, the whole amount of text using fread. You use the file size method, which is like count, no, in JavaScript. But anyway, file size, which accepts a parameter, and you take, in this case, you don't use the reference, but you use the file, the name of the file. Okay, so so we are using the name of the file length, because actually these are the length of bytes, I think. Anyway, it doesn't matter. This is how to display the whole text, and as you see, it displays the whole text. Pretty simple. Okay. Moving on, we have seen fread, which is good to read files, but we can even use another kind of function, which is file get content. It gets even simpler because we don't need to open and close using this ref. We can comment this out and comment out even close. We just need to use $content. We use file _get _contents, file get contents, and then you take $file. So it's definitely the simpler way. Echo content, otherwise file doesn't exist. It's definitely the simpler way. That, okay, now it doesn't show any difference. Okay, it doesn't show any difference, I'm sorry, but it means that it's working. It's opening the file as I want, and is opening the file as I want. Little cons of file get contents is that you can't open part of the file. You can just open the full file. You can't decide how much of the file you want. Okay, so we have seen how to read a file using R, and now I want to see how to write a file using fwrite. So the code the if check remains there all the time, and here we are using this place, but we are putting the W. So we are on writing mode right now. The writing mode will erase all the content and place and leave just what we want. So I'm defining a text, $text, which is a string, which okay, only H. Sorry for the zero originality or zero creativity. Anyway, now we have this text. Fwrite $content. Okay, $content. I actually don't need to use $content in this case because we are not going to display it on the screen. I just use fwrite and I take a file. I hope it's file. Let's see if it's file or reference. I think it's reference. Reference, and then our text, which is text. And then we don't even need to echo the content because we don't need to echo anything. We just need to close the reference. Okay, so this should be fine and shouldn't display anything. Okay, it's a good sign. And now we have the file is saved, the PHP code is refreshed. Now we can go to ren.txt, and as you see, we have erased all the previous content, and we just erased all the previous content and assigned a new one. Okay. Okay, so we have seen fwrite. And now the best thing is to you can even use file put content is the same as before. You don't need to open or close anything. So I comment this out. You don't need to open and close anything. You have your file put content. Then you take the $sign file. Actually, now you wouldn't see anything. Let's change this into something different and save. Okay, now I have file put contents. We have our file that is run.txt, and we have our text. I have saved. I save again. Share. I save. Okay, the PHP has worked. I come here, and as you see, it has displayed what we wanted. Very simple. Then, what else? If you want to append a file, we use fwrite exactly like before. So is very like the same code as before, but we are opening the file in append mode, and then we append text. That's it. Or maybe I should use a ref. I'm not sure. We will see if it throws some errors. Okay, must be of type resource. Okay, yes, I have definitely to use a ref here. Okay, save. Okay, now it should have worked. We come here, And as you see, okay, it's not the best example, but it has doubled up. You can see here, this was the beginning, this was the end, and this was the new beginning, and that is the new end. Okay, so even append works fine. Um, then, then I want to show you something else that you probably will say you're just wasting my time, but wait, hang on. F gets and F get C. Um, these are more complicated. Um, they are more complicated, but I think that they can be helpful in some ways for some specific things. Okay, so I write the code down here because I'm getting confused, and then I commented this out, but I want to keep it to I want to keep it. So $ref. I don't use the if statement. It doesn't matter. F open. Maybe I should even, but doesn't matter. Let's do it like this. F open $file in a reading mode. Okay, so we are using the reading mode. Then we define another variable like content, but I want to call it in a different way to be consistent and readable. And we use this fgets function, and we give it $ref. And that's it. Then we echo. We echo $fileGet. We echo $fileGet and save. We come here. Okay, um, wait a second. So I forgot that we have deleted the content, the previous content when I was explaining f write. So now I came to note.txt, clean it from those special characters that might cause troubles. Save. Everything will be clear in a second. Save. Go to index, and we use note.txt. And save even this page. Then we come back here. Okay, there is only one line of note.txt shown up here. The reason is that the fget does exactly this. It's showing the content of the page line by line. So it takes the first line, and this is peculiar. Of course, it seems useless. Bear a second. If you want to use fgets and show up all the content, you can. You just need to add a while loop, while fgets, then echo this, and this has no doesn't take place. I think the code should be fine. Okay, and as you see, everything now it's okay. And now everything is okay. Boom, this fgets does this. You can use it to take line by line. Okay, the reason is the reason why this should be interesting to you is still unknown. Let's move to fget. So we delete this again, and we use fgetC, which only takes one character at a time. Even more useless. Yes, even more useless, but let's see it. And now it has decided to crash. Fantastic. Maybe there is a special character. Here, for example, we have a space. It was showing us the space. Fantastic. Anyway, that's our in a way our job is to find the mistakes that are hidden. No? So okay, now we have our f. We can perform, of course, the while loop even here. So while parenthesis parenthesis curly brackets, closing curly brackets, tac tac, save, and everything is fine. Okay, this all this to show you that we can perform logical statements to this is the most simple. You can get even more complex. While fget c here, we come here before the curly bracket. If parenthesis dollar file get is equal to, and there must be a dot in between somewhere. Okay, so you are, I hope you are following. We are saying while fget and if fget is equal to dot, you echo fget and then you break. The code should be okay. I'm a little confused, but it should be fine. So now it should print just one dot. And it prints just one dot, as you can see here. And this is the beginning of many logical things that you can do with this to search for things, etc. Of course, there are many ways to do the same thing, but fget can perform these logical programs. Okay. Last that we can't forget to close the whole story, the whole work. We talk about how to rename a file and how to unlink it, how to delete it. Okay, so I take this because I have the if statement already inside, and if file exists, we take the function is rename dollar file, and we rename it as we want, so new note.txt, and then actually I think we don't need else. We need an else statement because if it doesn't exist, we have added the if. I save the file, I come here, unexpected token on line 80. Sorry. I'm getting confused. Okay, I missed a fucking semicolon. Sorry for the term, but sometimes it's needed. Semicolon here, so I was freaking out. We can save. Come here, refresh, come back, new note.txt. So rename has worked. Last, really last one, unlink. To delete a file, we have unlink. Same logic, if file exists, not exist, unlink, and of course it takes only one parameter. Unlink file, save, go here, update, file doesn't exist. Fantastic, because because we didn't change, sorry. Sorry, I didn't change the new note name. Now we have new note, I saved, and of course nothing shows up, and here you cannot find any. There is that before the trend.txt, but our new text, new note.txt is gone. Okay, so this is it for this lesson. We covered all the things that that you really need. So fwrite, file content, fread, file put content, rename and link, where what you will actually use. And I thought that it was good to know that if you need to perform some logic, you can get deeper into fget c or fget s, and probably you can find the answer to what you're searching. Okay, thank you very much for watching. Subscribe to my channel, place a like, and keep following me, and see you again. Bye bye.